Hello there, it's November the 22nd today. Another week's gone by since the last time I was in with the onions and that. We'll just do a little quick video, just a 5-minute video, just basically to bring you up to date with what's happening in the greenhouse. The lights are working well, everything seems to be growing quite well. It's a beautiful day here today, the sun's shining. It's still hitting the greenhouse at the moment, but it is just starting to dip behind my house. By that time we're not getting the daylight that we want, but plants are off to a good start. I've still got heads to set, as we can see here. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing because I'm going to set a head away tomorrow, just as we get time. But I'll turn the camera around and we'll have a look at what's actually happening in the greenhouse at the moment. Cheers. Right, we'll just take a view from the end. It's starting to fill up nicely. Everything's growing well. I'm more than happy with everything. The heat bed, we've pricked some late set CSCs out. These were tiny little pips when we set them, and they're growing away very nicely. These are the virus free. They're growing very nice. I've just moved them up in the 9cm pots, and you can see how clean they are. Beautiful and clean. All the plants at the moment are clean, even the other ones, but as we get into the lower light levels, the virus will start to show on this plant, but not on this particular one here because these are the virus free. They're looking quite nice, I'm happy with them. A little bit of space there, which I'm going to prick out today and show you what we're doing on there. Group of leek heads, all nice grass. I will show people who are not familiar with grass exactly what we do with it. Moving along, I've just sown some more onions, just done that this morning, 22nd. We'll move along. These are virus free here, this little row along here. They're coming away very nicely. Some early JSNs, blanch leeks. These are the leeks now that are more or less ready to be posted out to people. They're all looking decent. Just check and see what the roots are like on them. Yeah, they've got decent roots there. They're ready to be posted now. Let's check another one. Yeah, quite happy with that. So they'll get posted as I get time. Right, we'll move along. Right, under the lights, this is the T5. 8 tubes. These are growing very nicely. They're on 24 hours and they've been on here now about a week, and they are growing very nice. They're stood up nice. That's the single trays, and as you can see, they're motoring along well. Now I have a batch next door which are only on 12 hours light, but they're on a stronger light. We'll take a look in there. I've left the lights on today because it's total darkness when I switch the lights off. So we'll go in and we'll have a look just to see the difference, or if there is a difference yet. Usually this growth cabinet gets switched off during the day. I've just replenished some of the leeks in here. These are the little ones that we put in. That's maybe about 4 days down the line how they jump away. As you can see, again, they are producing nice roots in here. So I don't leave anything in here very long, normally about a week. Right, we'll take a look here. You can see these onions, they are slightly bigger than next door's now, so they are pulling away with a stronger light, and they're only on 12 hours, whereas next door's on 24 hours. So you can see the difference with the lights. They are under a sodium bulb, but on the outside we have got 2 high pressure lights there, which are metal halide. And there will be a crossover because of the shades which I use, so we will get a crossover of the spectrum there. But they're growing quite hard now, and I would think if I was to leave them on another week, they're going to be fairly big plants. They are pulling away, so this is more intense light, and they're looking quite good. Plants in here are all looking good. Right, a couple of little jobs outside, and just show you some plants here which this is not the way I normally set them, but I had some tiny little plants, well, tiny little pips left of a late set head. This is the Betty Black. Rather than throw them out, they were beautiful and white. They were very small, smaller than a grain of wheat. So I filled these, it's only a 4 cell, fill the 4-cell with compost and just broadcast them in there. They lie sideways, but they soon come away, and as you can see, they're growing very nicely. I've removed a tray. They are the bigger ones in there, and they are the smaller ones. I'll put these into 12-pack, and I will put these ones into single pots. Now, at the moment, you can see where they've been bent. As you can see, that's because the pip was lying sideways. I don't worry about that. At the moment, it is bent, but just a little bit of manipulation with your fingers, finger and thumb. Just put a little bit of heat into it. It takes maybe a few seconds, but you can see they've got good roots on them, and that's starting to straighten out there. And what I will do when I plant them, they'll go to a single pot. Obviously, there we are, they're almost straight, but once they go into the pot, I've got some small wires made, and I'll put a wire hoop on exactly like that, and that'll keep them nice and straight. It'll only take a few days and they'll be right up. Again, that's the onions going very nicely. Right, as you can see, as I say, these have had about 6 days on the grow lights. That's enough for me. They come off, they'll not get any more light. And as you can see, beautiful roots on them. Nice stocky plants there. They are pot leeks. Plant streaks are on that side. Moving along. Right, these are the heads I've still got to set. They're all looking good. This is grass leeks. These would produce a seed head, a normal leek. Once the seed head's formed, we remove all the seed, cut the seed off. As you can see, there's little bits of seed still in the centre there, if you can see it. But it then produces grass like we can see here, and they're looking quite good. These are nice clean stems all the way down to the bottom. Now, I haven't had a lot of time over the last few days to be setting any leeks, but I've got one head which I'm going to show you. It's a nice head, good head, and it will still be clean, but the stem underneath is starting to go off. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to put the camera up on the cradle, and I've got a bucket with a gallon of water in here. I've got my tub of Domestos and a 7.5 ml spoon. I'm putting 7.5 mils of Domestos into this water, and I'm going to steep these leeks, this leek head in here overnight, 24 hours. Take it out, wash it off nice and clean, and then I'll be starting. Turn the camera around. I'll just put you up on the cradle, a little tripod. Some people say, are you definitely putting Domestos in? Well, here we go, definitely are. You can see it's thick Domestos. There we are. Right, we can see that, hopefully. Give it a good mix up. Make sure it's well mixed. And then get the head, and the head goes straight in as well. It's completely submerged, and lift that over like you see in there. You can see there's a froth off the Domestos. Just move around here so you can see properly. There we are. That head's in there, and that'll be in there for 24 hours. And then we'll cut the head off. I'll open it up, clean it, make sure it is clean inside. None of the disease that's gone off onto the leek head starting to die back. It needs set away now, so that one will be done hopefully tomorrow, or if not, it'll definitely be done Tuesday. The grass is still fairly tight on the head. It's not really wanting to come off there, but it's going to have to on that one, just in case that dieback goes up into the young plants. And next week you'll see where I've set those, and then hopefully I'll get them on a bit of a heat cable, and we'll see if they're doing all right. Thanks very much. We'll speak to you again in a week's time. Thanks. Bye bye.